Imagine living thousands of years ago when winter arrived without warning. There were no heated homes, warm blankets, or grocery stores. Every freezing day became a dangerous battle between life and death. The freezing temperatures could last for weeks or even months. Rivers froze solid, plants disappeared beneath the snow, and finding enough food became harder every single day. For ancient humans, winter was not simply another season. It was the greatest survival challenge they faced, where one mistake could cost an entire family their lives. Many groups followed migrating animals before winter became too severe. Staying close to food sources gave them a much better chance of surviving the harsh months ahead. Before heavy snowfall arrived, ancient people searched for caves or natural rock shelters. A good shelter blocked freezing winds and protected valuable body heat throughout the night. When caves were unavailable, people built shelters using wood, bones, branches, mud, and thick animal skins. Every layer helped keep dangerous cold air outside. Animal skins became life-saving clothing. Thick fur trapped warm air close to the body, protecting people from freezing winds and dangerous temperatures during long winter journeys. Fire meant everything during winter. It provided warmth, cooked food, melted snow into drinking water, and frightened dangerous predators away from sleeping families. Starting a new fire in freezing weather was extremely difficult. Ancient humans protected burning embers day and night because losing fire could become a deadly disaster. Long before winter arrived, families dried meat, collected nuts, gathered berries, and stored roots. These carefully prepared supplies often determined who survived until spring. Food was too valuable to waste. Ancient hunters used almost every part of an animal, including meat, fat, organs, bones, and skin, to help the entire group survive. Animal fat was one of the most valuable winter foods because it provided huge amounts of energy. It helped people stay warmer during freezing days and cold nights. Even surrounded by snow, drinking water was not always easy to find. People carefully melted clean snow over the fire instead of eating it directly. Hunters tracked animal footprints across fresh snow. Every footprint became an important clue leading toward food that could keep the family alive another week. Instead of chasing animals through deep snow, people often built simple traps. These traps saved energy and increased the chances of catching valuable food. During freezing weather, wasting energy could become dangerous. Ancient people avoided unnecessary movement and only traveled when absolutely necessary to conserve strength. Families stayed close together because teamwork greatly improved survival. Sharing food, protecting children, and helping injured members made every group stronger during harsh winters. People often slept close together beneath thick animal skins. Sharing body heat helped everyone stay warmer during freezing nights when temperatures dropped dangerously low. When storms made travel impossible, families repaired clothing, sharpened hunting tools, and prepared weapons for the next opportunity to find food. Hungry wolves, bears, and other predators also searched desperately for food during winter. Ancient humans stayed alert because danger could appear at any moment. Older members of the group shared survival knowledge with younger generations. Their experience taught families where to hunt, how to build shelters, and how to survive freezing weather. Sometimes the safest choice was simply waiting inside the shelter. Patience protected valuable energy while dangerous blizzards passed outside through the long winter nights. Every sunrise brought hope that warmer weather was getting closer. Ancient humans survived because they never stopped preparing, adapting, and believing better days would eventually arrive. Winter was one of humanity's greatest tests. Survival depended on preparation, intelligence, teamwork, and difficult choices that many of us can barely imagine making today. When rivers and lakes froze solid, ancient people sometimes cut holes through thick ice to catch fish. It required patience, but it provided valuable food during difficult winters. Not every meal came from hunting. Families searched beneath the snow for edible roots, frozen berries, and hardy plants that survived the cold months. Snow preserved fresh footprints like a map. Skilled hunters carefully followed animal tracks, learning where prey had traveled only a short time earlier. Some hunts lasted for many hours through freezing winds. Hunters stayed calm and worked together because wasting energy could leave everyone weaker than before. Keeping warm sometimes meant living with smoke from indoor fires. The air was uncomfortable, but the heat could save lives during freezing nights. Children were kept closest to the fire and wrapped in thick animal skins. Adults sacrificed their own comfort to keep the youngest members safe and warm. Someone usually stayed awake to feed the fire with dry wood. A dying fire could quickly turn a warm shelter into a freezing and dangerous place. Food was shared carefully among everyone. Working together gave entire groups a better chance of surviving until spring finally returned. Ancient humans understood they could never control winter. Instead, they observed nature carefully and adapted their lives to its changing conditions. Clouds, wind direction, and animal behavior often warned people about approaching snowstorms. Careful observation helped families prepare before severe weather arrived. Small tears in winter clothing allowed freezing air inside. Families repaired every piece of fur clothing because even tiny holes could become dangerous. Quiet winter days were often used to shape stronger spears, sharper stone knives, and improved hunting tools for the next successful expedition. Around the campfire, elders shared stories about past winters. These lessons helped younger generations avoid dangerous mistakes and become wiser survivors. Winter nights were long and cold, but every sunrise reminded people that the season would not last forever. Hope remained an important survival tool. Fear wasted valuable energy. Ancient people stayed calm, solved one problem at a time, and trusted the survival skills passed down through generations. When someone became injured or weak, others carried extra supplies, gathered firewood, and shared responsibilities so the entire group could continue surviving together. As temperatures slowly rose, snow began melting and frozen rivers started flowing again. The hardest part of winter was finally coming to an end. The first signs of spring brought fresh plants and returning animals. Families quickly searched for new food after relying on stored supplies for months. After surviving another difficult winter, people repaired and strengthened their shelters, preparing early for whatever challenges the next cold season might bring. Every harsh winter taught valuable survival lessons. Experience made each generation smarter, stronger, and better prepared for the future than the last. Our ancestors survived because they adapted instead of giving up. Intelligence, planning, and teamwork became humanity's greatest weapons against the freezing wilderness. The greatest survival method was never a single tool or weapon. It was cooperation, sharing knowledge, and helping one another through impossible conditions. The fact that we exist today proves our ancestors overcame countless brutal winters. Their courage, resilience, and determination shaped the future of humanity. Could you survive an ancient winter with only a stone spear, a small fire, and your survival skills? Tell us your answer in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating ancient history stories.